What's going on, everybody? We have something that is absolutely insane, and if it looks like I'm wearing makeup, it's because I am. Went out for Halloween, back-to-back nights. If you guys can guess what I am, whoever guesses it first will be pinned. But I'm going out once again, so I got to get this out kind of quick. Crazy. Just absolutely crazy. Like, this is the most insane timing. Kyler Murray was deemed the starter, and you guys already know where we're going with this. So let's just go right into this. Jonathan Gannon says Kyler is a starting quarterback for this Sunday. That had me optimistic. Cardinals fans were optimistic, kind of 50-50 to be honest with you. And everybody was just like, hey, we'll see what happens. Then later in the week, you see Jacoby Brissett in conflicting reports. You have Bo Brock, you have Darren Urban. There were two conflicting reports. Darren Urban said Kyler was working with the ones. Bo Brock posted videos of him working with the twos. That was already red flag numero uno. Then, later in the week, we see the quarterback availability gets pushed back once again. Kyler just continuing with the Liz Frank injury. Those could be 4 to 6 weeks. It could be season ending if you re-aggravate it. It's tough. Like, I understand maybe he's not fully healed, but then Jonathan Gannon comes out. You're getting all these subliminal things. Let me see if I have my phone real quick. I don't. I don't have it. But if we go to Twitter real quick, let me go ahead and pull it up. It's just absolutely insane, the situation we're in, because it looks like the inevitable is that Kyler is going to get traded. Now, where to? I don't know. Everybody's speculating the Minnesota Vikings. If they want to make a push, a legit push, they already pushed their chips in. Kyler could be that guy. I think that would... The offense, Kevin O'Connell, he unlocks the best out of quarterbacks. Obviously, game plan-wise, Kyler would have to be playing under center still. But I think Kevin O'Connell, as an offensive mind, would know how to utilize Kyler more. Now, what would we get back? Probably J.J. McCarthy. They don't believe in him. If we can get like a second-round pick on top of that, that would be great. They took J.J. in the first. I don't know if that's going to happen. But Jonathan Gannon, you guys know how he's been handling injuries. It's just been all over the place. He's not giving too much. And clearly, B.J. Ojulari coming back from his ACL, where apparently he had a jack ton of stuff wrong. We just weren't informed. I was heavy on B.J. Ojulari. I was kind of coming hard. But like at the same time, it would have been nice to know that, yeah, there were no setbacks. But at the same time, he was dealing with more than an ACL. That would have been nice to know, because 15 months for an ACL seems ridiculous until you realize your knee is really messed up and the ligament damage was real. So that would have been nice to know. The whole Kyler thing, I don't even know where to begin with this, because Jonathan Gannon, after that came out, like, it just sounds like the inevitable is going to be here. And Jonathan Gannon doesn't anticipate him to go to IR. He says, as I sit here today, no, I don't expect him to land on IR. So maybe either the injury is a little more severe, or they're soft benching him. They might just be soft benching him, trying to evaluate the trade market, and maybe they just believe Jacoby has the best potential to get this team a win. And that might be the position we're in right now, which is crazy, because as a backup quarterback, and you're not starting the guy who you invested $40-something million. That speaks volumes to me. We don't know the extent of the injury. Obviously, we don't know how Kyler's feeling, but this just does not look good for Kyler whatsoever. In my opinion, I think it's over. I think it's over. And I've been kind of on that for a little bit now. And whether that's good for the franchise or bad for the franchise, we'll kind of see as things come out. But as it stands right now, the inevitable is that Kyler Murray's either getting soft benched, and apparently he has a role too, which is very interesting, because what does that even mean? I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. Is that a soft benching? Is a role like, hey, here's some limited action, let's see what he can do, get him in the field because we want to start him against Seattle, and we don't want him to be completely rusty, and Seattle's a very important game? Or is this like, hey, if Jacoby struggles, Kyler will be active, but he's not going to be the starting quarterback because Jacoby was already deemed. So I don't know, but apparently Kyler Murray jerseys were also on sale. They were going for $50 at Just Sports. That doesn't happen unless they know something. They don't put jerseys on sale if they don't know something. Clearly, it appears that the Kyler Murray era is coming to an end. Now, a lot of people label me in the Kyler Stan thing, and this is kind of where you guys finally get to see the true colors. I don't care who the quarterback is. I want wins. We're 2-5 as it stands right now. I say you get as much pick capital as you can. The regime clearly out on him. I still think he can thrive elsewhere, but that just doesn't seem the case. We might have hit our ceiling with Kyler Murray as a quarterback. This regime, their jobs are on the line. They have to make a move. Someone's got to be the scapegoat. It's probably going to be Kyler. I think that we could be very good with Kyler Murray. I think this season could have gone completely different. If we win the game against Tennessee, probably a whole different trajectory, and this season could have gone a lot better. If we could have snagged 2 wins, which I think the 49ers and the Titans one were very reasonable, and those should have been pulled off by the Cardinals. We shouldn't be sitting here with a record of 2-5, maybe 4-3. If we're sitting 4-3, then this season could have been completely different. But Kyler is kind of going to be that scapegoat, and I mean, I kind of understand it. I really do. As much as I don't like that, it's just the case. Like, I just don't know where the ceiling's going to be in just another season. It's hard because as an owner, you kind of also got to make that decision financially. If your fan base isn't backing a guy, and obviously it's bigger than that. If you really believe in him, like a Justin Herbert, for example, and you're not winning football games, that's your guy. But it's just all over the place. Like, Drew Petzing might be kind of just playing more conservative than he has to. Maybe Kyler can't see over the line. Maybe that's a legit thing. But, like, I genuinely think this offense just isn't catered to Kyler's strengths. I think they're clashing really hard right now, and it's not an offense. I think Kyler needs to play under shotgun in a shotgun set. Like, under center every single time is tough. Obviously, playing under center opens up a lot more. The play action, high completion percent, you're going to get that under center if you're a good quarterback. And in shotgun, it's a little harder to run the football, but it's hard to run the football for the Cardinals. I don't think Kyler is the core problem. I'm going to state this right now. I don't think he is the core problem of why this team is losing football games. But I also don't think he's the reason that we would be winning. I think he is playing very solid football. He's not playing elite. He's not playing completely trash. He's playing around top 15 to 20 quarterback play, which is okay. It's decent, and in this offense, it's not really catered to him, but Kyler's been pretty solid. He's not the issue, but he might not be the solution. I don't care who the quarterback is of this team. I like Kyler. I'll support Kyler elsewhere. I'm not going to freaking transfer fan bases like a lot of people think. That's just not going to happen. But the writing's on the wall, man. And the writing's on the wall. Whether you're a Kyler fan, whether you're a Cardinals fan, whether you want him to move on a long time ago, whether you want him to move on after this season, it looks like it's going to happen. The trade deadline could get spicy. I don't know how many teams would legit go get a quarterback right now. I think Minnesota is the only team that would probably be in contention for Kyler. I think the Jets are going to rock with Fields, try to get a pick, maybe go get Mendoza, who I don't believe in. I think Simpson is the best quarterback in this class. If we were to go away, I don't even know if he's going to declare. That's where I would want us to go. Now, the season would have to completely derail. And maybe Kyler gives them the best chance. And at this point, we're trying to tank and trade you in the offseason. Like, there's a lot of things that could be going on in their head. There's a lot of things that we don't know. We don't know the extent of the injury. There's a lot of unknown here. But what seems certain to me is that Kyler will not be the starting quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals in 2026. A lot of people, agendas, like Chuck Harris, for example, who, if you guys saw on X, what a day. What a day for Chucky Boy. That was fun. But, like, I don't know, man. It's just, it seems like the writing's on the wall. You guys can let me know how you guys feel about this whole situation, but I don't know, man. After you see just the shift in Kyler being that guy, maybe the injury, there was a setback, but, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe this isn't as big of a deal, but the clearance jerseys, all these things coming out, and it's just making sense. It's just hard to overlook that. I think he gets traded, whether it's at the deadline or the offseason. A team will take him on. In the offseason, a lot will open up. The Jets could be on the table. Justin Fields signed a 2-year deal. You also have teams like the Raiders who desperately need a quarterback. Geno Smith is pissed. He's not good. He's not great at football whatsoever. So he is probably gone. Then, he might not be gone because they gave up decent capital, but you guys know what I'm saying. He could replace Geno Smith. Him and Ashton Jeanty could be interesting for Vegas. It would bring a lot of ticket sales. That's a move that could be made. Now, Tom Brady is a minority owner. If he doesn't believe in Kyler and doesn't want that to happen, it's not going to happen. He had a chance to take Shador Sanders, who I think is solid, getting kind of, I can't say what I want to say. He's kind of getting out, if you know what I'm saying, in Cleveland. I think he should be the starting quarterback, but that's neither here or there. Kyler's not going to Cleveland, so where does the realistic options go? Minnesota. It's on the table. They need a quarterback that can give them steady play. They're even trying to go get Kirk Cousins. Kyler's a better option. And they have a young quarterback, which clearly they don't believe in him. They have Carson Wentz gutting it out and breaking everything in his body, just trying to stay in the game. And it's ridiculous. But you guys let me know. I Gotta go hit something up. You guys know that. It's Halloween time. We're back in Arizona as you guys see the setup. But this dropped. This had to be a video. This is insane. So you guys let me know how you guys feel about it. But mind-boggling. I can't believe we're in this situation. But with that being said, man, that is all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think happens. If you get traded, I'm overlooking this. But it's me, your boy Mythic. Peace out.